real and what's just smoke in the wind. Down here in Texas, we've heard the whispers. They say a president fell in Dallas and the truth got buried with him. They say men walked on the moon, but some folks swear it was all lights and cameras. There's talk of secret deals in desert towns, of flying saucers hiding where the tumbleweeds roll. They say the truth is out there, but out here under these white Texas skies, we know the truth ain't free. It's locked up tight behind steel doors and silver tongues. So saddle up, 'cause tonight we're diving deep. Dust on the highway, neon signs glow, stories in the shadows that nobody knows. From the oil fields to the old ghost towns, truth rides the wind, but it never slows down. Deep dive facts, where the shadows talk back. In the heart of Texas, truth rides the cracks. Dig through the dirt, past the lies and the traps. We're chasing down secrets. Deep dive facts. They talk about.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Beyond the Box, our deep dive edition. Tonight we're going to be talking about crystal skulls, different types of skulls, what they mean, and all of that. So we're going to get right into that. Let me get everybody out here. I think we got Chad. Oh, well, Chad ran somewhere. We got Sherry.
Hey,
I
I
don't know
was
where
missing.
Oh man, look at this. What am I doing? Come on.
Look at this.
Look at me. Round and round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows.
Yeah.
I won. So we're gonna get into some of this stuff here. Chad, let's make sure that we can hear you. Nope, we can't. I don't know what you did.
I muted myself because I was blowing my nose.
Oh, okay.
Camera. Or trying to off camera.
Hi, Brent.
Hello, everyone.
So, yeah, we're going to talk about skulls. Now, Sherry has a whole bunch of them.
Yes,
Yes.
I do. I got 4 of them lined up right here. I got a whole bunch more back there.
Now, are all of them different?
Yeah. I have AAA Brazilian quartz crystal skull that is carved
Oh,
in
that's pretty.
the Mayan. Yeah, she's got a rainbow. Her name
Yeah.
is Malalika. They
Oh.
do give you a name. I don't make them up or anything. When you're meditating, they come through. But it's, you can kind of see the rainbow. It's a little hard
Yeah.
to. Now, she's carved in the Mayan tradition of a carving. And then I can't remember what this stone is, but he's got a pointy nose.
He's got a pointy nose.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Huh.
I can't remember the name of the stone. I was gonna look it up. It's blue and white. Great. Good time to brain fart.
Lapis lucis.
Yes. Thank you,
Yeah.
Chad. You got it. Chad wins.
Chad wins.
Then I have like a smaller
Jason.
one. This is a rose quartz crystal that
Beautiful.
yeah, so this is small. Now
Beautiful.
they've come from, I got one that's the size, it's a pound, and it's a white or black obsidian, snowflake obsidian, because it has snowflakes.
Yeah.
and they came from Synergy, which is one of the ancient skulls. Now, Synergy's huge. I mean, like
Right.
Sherry Whitfield out in Arizona has Synergy, and she's a crystal. She sells crystals and everything, and it was gifted to her. What she was like, what the heck am I supposed to do with this thing? Well, Synergy's energy has a twin actually on the other side of the world. And there's like a long story behind that of what the indigenous and how old they are. But when you set the skulls together in a ceremony or anything, they talk to each other and they receive energy from each other. So I have ancient crystal skulls energy that connects with, and I've had them I brought Malalika and some smaller ones at the Serpent's Mound down in Peebles, Ohio during a ceremony. We had there was 2,000 people there. And then I met my Haukeen, which is a Mayan elder, Hoons Botsman, and Patricia. And the weird thing was we were supposed to dress in white, and I went out and I got my white outfit and everything, and I'm with all these people. I went by myself. Somehow I made it up to where the Serpent's Mound, where they got a thing that you can climb up on and look at. Ended up in front of Patricia and Hoons Botsman. I didn't meet them yet. Ended up with the school, the Mystic Cosmic School, walking and doing the ceremony around the Serpent's Mound. Brought my crystal skulls there, and then I started working with them. Like a year or two later, I went and was initiated as a Mayan elder. And she has Patricia has a couple of the ancient skulls. And then they did one across the United States where they started from New York and went all the way across the United States and ended up in California of ceremonies with indigenous, regular people, different crystal skulls. They had the Mitchell crystal skull too. I haven't met Bill yet, who's now the priest. They don't call them owners; they call them guardians.
We're going to talk about that too later a lot.
Yeah, the Mitchell
Now-
Hedges.
Now, do you? I know that it's kind of like some of the crystals and different stones that I have. They say that it's good for them, like to put them up in the windowsill and let them get the sunlight. It charges them. Do you charge your skulls?
Yes, I mean I haven't in a while. I'm going to be honest. They've been sometimes, we don't mean to ignore them or anything, but yeah, they've been kind of sitting back there, except for this one sits up on my desk because it's blocks negative energy, and they're good to have them actually around your computer too.
Oh,
Crystals,
Yeah,
or crystal skulls, either or.
but
But the reason
try that.
why the Mayan says it's in a skull form is to bring the membrance back in. Our pineal gland is connected to the divine, and to bring
Right.
the divine in. And plus, it holds, our computers are run by quartz crystals, so it has information in it. And so everywhere they go and when they speak to each other, they have ancient information from even being in the ground before they were out mined and stuff. And according to the Mayans, in the future, the children are going to be able to decode all the information that's been held in these crystals. And we won't need computers and all that other kind of stuff, to.
They should have thought of that before, because I'm here to tell you.
But there's supposedly the legend of 13 crystal skulls, ancient skulls that they found like I think 12 around the world. But if you find the 13th, which is supposedly not on planet Earth, and it comes in, then a new event will happen. But there's a lady out in Germany that has about 12 of them, large. I mean, they're huge crystal skulls, different ones. Different rocks and crystals. So they have different healing, just like regular crystals, like a regular quartz crystal.
Yeah.
It has different healing, like this one's a river quartz. And I learned that if you to open it up, you rub one direction to open up the energy, and then you rub it in the other direction to close the energy.
Huh.
And
I never
the
knew that.
crystals, yeah. But yeah, it's good to do. This is like an opaque. This is not. It's from Sherry Whitfield. It's an angel, and I just retrieved this today. I gave it to my mom. She had passed January 11th, so and it was sitting on her fireplace, and it was like, oh, I'm taking this back here with me, so I have that with me too.
And you meditate like with your hand on the top, right? Is that what you do?
Yeah, sometimes I hold it, or
Oh, nice.
meditate,
Okay.
or you can gaze into their eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes,
Okay.
yeah, gazing into the eyes and meditate with them. I've slept with them.
Hmm.
I have a small one that I used to just keep in my hand all the time, like when I was traveling to drive for protection. Um, yeah, I guess I should start working with them again.
So, oh my God. Well, I want to say hello to Abe, and let's see, we got Chris in the chat, Juan, Andres is in here, Jason,
Cedar Lake.
Cedar Lake. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. So, Chad, you've
Hello.
been digging into hello.
Hi.
You've been digging into some of this stuff. So, where do you want to start?
Oh, so you're finished, Sherry? That's all you had to
I mean,
say
I
about
can
it? I want
add
to make
more
sure.
as you go on. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay.
She throws
And
some
you
of that
got
in there.
and you gotten through all your collections?
No, I got the rest of them. I got about like 13 or 4. No, I got 20 something of them. So they're
Oh,
kind of,
she's got them sitting back there behind her. Come here, guys.
they're like right there on this round tray. I sit them in a circle. So they
Very
sit in a
nice.
circle and face each other. Oh, and another good thing too is to cleanse
Nice.
them, because they do take on negative energy. Is
Right.
salt water, sea salt.
Really?
You bathe them in sea salt, yeah, in your water, and then you set them out in the sun light. And some people do set them out in the moon, full moon, to get the full moon energy too. I mean, I've done that, but since I've researched other things and stuff, I'm kind of like, meh, I don't know about
Lagging on it.
on the
So,
moon stuff anymore.
when you have crystals that collect energy, negative energy, it's best to wash them with sea salt, set them out to dry, to recharge them, get
Yeah,
rid of their negativity.
and selenite. I have
Mm.
big ball of selenite. That's really good too.
I'm sending you stuff, Brenda,
Okay.
and we're gonna move
Yeah,
forward with
this right here
stuff.
is selenite.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
that's nice.
it helps take negativity away, but you set them by your crystals, and it will also draw the negativity out. This you can't
Yeah.
put into water or salt because it'll dissolve.
Oh, no.
So you don't want to do that. I have a wand too, a selenite wand, but yeah, this and there it's really a softer material. They chip because I've got a chip on the side, and but yeah, these are really good to set by your crystals, any kind of selenite crystal.
So you can wash the rest of the crystals in salt water, but not the selenite.
Yeah, no, because it will
Okay.
dissolve it. I've seen people online that have done that, and it's like they don't have anything, or it's all pitted. And
Uh-oh.
it's good to have these, like if you got pain, like you said in your back. I have a wand that I used to put on my spine, and it will pull out the energy on that as well.
Oh, that would be nice. Maybe if I throw it on my bed, it'll heal my mattress so I don't wake up with my back hurting. But I have a selenite, but it's smaller. It's not as big as that. Yeah, I have that. I have this little crate thing that's really cute, and I've got them all lined up in there, and I have a cat who likes to knock this stuff down,
Yeah.
so I can't keep it up on anything because she comes over and she thinks it's a toy, and on the floor they go, and then I lose them. So yeah, I try not to keep them spread out or anything, but I probably should move it over here, open up the lid, and leave them up here. Maybe she won't dig them out of the box.
Yeah, your selenite doesn't have to be really big. I mean, it's small
Right.
enough and hold it in your hand. You can just do it that way too and have that removed. I mean, I'm also a Reiki master, so anytime I can do distance healing and send energy and stuff. I do have a lot of the spiritual woo-woo kind of things that I've done. In the Native American, I follow them along in the, I'm a initiated Mayan Haukin elder because I have a Ojibwa Potawatomi or something like that, Native American, and Blackfoot Native American.
That's me too. I got Blackfoot.
Yeah, cool. We're related.
Yeah, you're right.
I have Numbfoot. Does that count? Does that count? I have Nunfoot. Okay, so now I'm looking at some of the stuff that you sent.
So,
what the heck
well,
is this?
there's some things we're not going to show. There's skulls, and they're underground, and they're in catacombs, and they're in a lot of countries like
Right.
Paris and down in South America and different places. And it's debatable on why those got there, whether it's because the graves got too full and overpopulated, and so they had to relocate the bones in order to keep burying people, or if it was due to like an epidemic or something like that, or mud flood. Some people's theory in that situation. So, not much to show there, just a bunch of bones, and they're all neatly placed and such. Now, I sent you some pictures, Brenda, and
Yeah, you did.
well, I think we should maybe start with, since we were onto the crystal skull, we'll just transition into the crystal skull. And we'll watch a little video maybe on it, just kind of just hit some spots in it, because Roger can sometimes talk a little too much. But here's that video. I'm going to send it to you now.
Okay. Yeah, because we have to go through these videos so I can figure out which ones. Okay, I got the video.
And I'm pretty sure he's not monetized.
Who? Roger?
Yeah, I don't think he's monetized.
Possibly not. What on earth did I just do? Okay. Let's see. All right. Let me go ahead and put this up. There he is. I have like this long list of things in here. Got to find the right one. All right. Let me.
Okay, there's the crystal skull.
Yeah, the Mitchell Hedges.
Here we go.
My friends,
Yeah.
many of you know about the Mitchell Hedges crystal skull, and there it is right here. And it's been declared a fake, or, a replica. Let's put it that way. Really, craftsmanship is amazing, but they say it's not real. I say it is real, and I'll point to the facts that I can claim. They pointed to some things that said, oh, see these little lines here? That had to be done with a dentist tool or something like that, which would be into the modern ages, not long ago. They didn't have the tools to do this at this time, it was claimed. So it's been claimed a forgery. And
when I went through and was doing that checking, Chad, that's what AI had told me, that it was made with modern tools now, not tools that the Aztec and the Mayans had back then. So I thought to myself, now wait a minute, They're saying they're saying the 1900s, but I know that I have seen a lot of things where they were found way before the 1900s.
Hmm. Now, this
So,
skull right here happens to be a real skull, though. It's a real crystallized human skull,
okay.
or something like that. I mean, the head looks a little long to me.
Yeah. Some people are egghead shaped.
But
I
it's
guess a lot
not
of times.
modern. This has been a debate with the Mitchell
Yeah.
Hedges skull
Yeah.
since it's been found and
So,
by the young
The
lady.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and even if they were found, do you honestly think that our government would tell us the truth? Because of the healing aspects and all of that that the crystal gives anyways. They don't want us to know all that. They really don't, which having the internet, they kind of screwed up on that one, but
Yeah, and they
you
go
know.
down. Bill takes it to the Serpent's Mound. It will be there in March for the summer solstice. I mean, spring solstice.
Okay. Let me go ahead and play some more.
The person who found this was disparaged her entire life. She was a little girl when she found it. And her entire life, she died at 100 years old. They called her a fraud and a fake and a liar and everything else. That's just not right. That's academia going against reality. And I'll show you what reality is and what they say against my reality. Let's find out whose reality is real. All right, this goes back a couple of years. Nerve fibers in the brain can generate quantum entanglement. Well, everything in your body has to be synchronized to work correctly. There's a whole lot of communication going on between different segments of the brain. Different segments of the brain do different jobs. Some of them do vision, some of them do hearing, some of them do coordination, some of them do whatever. But these fibers have to somehow be entangled, yes. What does entanglement mean? All right, do quantum interactions help brain cells stay in sync with each other? And obviously, there's some kind of interaction going on, but they haven't taken into account the factor of enzymes and how important the enzymes are. And bacteria are the things that create the enzymes. So it's bacteria in the body that really regulates all this stuff. If you don't have the enzyme created by the bacteria, you're not going to get the whatever it has to do, whether it's building something up or it's breaking something down or it's regulating something or it's sensing something. Well, let me just show you about the Mitchell Hedges skull. Because the Mitchell Hedges skull, as far as I'm concerned, there's no way to deny it. All right? And they did deny it based on this. These little grooves like here, they didn't even look at what a human body looks like, it appears to me. Because this is a ponerosis tendon. It's a ponerosis. That's flat tendon. Little tiny bundles of them. They thought they were cut with a dentist tool or something. They said, no, it can't be real because of these grooves. Everything else, absolutely flawless. The jaw comes off, everything. And this poor woman was defamed her entire life. And inside here, there's a web of fibers that there's no possible way anybody could have put them in here. And it also has other things I will show you in a second. But it's just not right what they did to her. Same thing with Velikovsky, just not right. And that's the ponerosis is thin sheets, delicate. It goes right across the top of your head and holds your head in, so your head doesn't explode. All right, you're just joking around a little bit, but normally you think of a tendon as like a rope going from a bone to a muscle. And it's a little rope that's in there, just gives it enough play to hold it really tight. Aponeuroses different. And here's what it looks like in the human body. Aponeuroses, normally you think of it as the flat sheets that are in there. They girdle you. They girdle your body. But they also girdle your head. I don't blame them for not understanding that. Most people wouldn't know that unless they really study biology carefully, which I do. And here's what they were looking at right here. This is aponeurosis. It's epicranial aponeurosis. And I'll bet you if they looked, they'd see it coming down this way too.
So
Over the top of the head and then coming down this way.
That
we can keep playing it. You can fast forward it through some place or something if you want.
is there a certain?
I think it's
Oh, okay.
there.
Hang on, 'cause
Maybe there's good because you can get to see a lot of point. Yeah.
there you go.
Now you can see the lines actually going, the straps that he's talking about, those 10
Right.
rows that they were saying were carved with a dentist tool and therefore it was a fraud. But it's actually strips. And so what happened was, if you would like to be, is this is usually found in this was found in a well, but it would be in a well type situation where somebody was at the bottom of it. And you can see where the lips are pushed up, where he was face down, or she was face down. This is a she. So her lips are pushed upwards. You see that?
Yeah.
They're folded
Yeah, I
upwards
see that.
and folded downwards. And then the brain and the head is actually settled. So there's space in the back because of gravity. It was pushed down.
Right here's the
Um,
brain.
A little further back, there's just right there,
And
right
there's the
there's the clear,
opening.
there's the clear
Yeah.
spot there, where you can tell the brain settled and rested or something because it was face down. And what happens is the mud flood happened, and according to him, and the flesh boiled away, leaving just the skull, the tendon, and not the the lips and stuff, but it boils out the material, and then there has to be a salacious ooze above it in order for it to be a clear crystal like this. Otherwise, it'd be quartz, or it'd have mineralization throughout it. But it was a complete replacement of all the minerals and all the physical parts of it with that salacious ooze, or that silicon. And that's how it was
Interesting.
formed. It became fossilized. There's hearts that have been fossilized, and
Yeah.
they look like emeralds, or sapphires or something, opals, opal hearts. Really colorful,
hearts.
beautiful crystals, and you cut them open and it looks just like the side profile. It looks just like a cross section of a heart. And that's to do with this. So that is a real, and so what they debated on was just those, with those straps going across the top, they thought that was carved out and stuff. And that's what
Well,
he basically goes on about.
that's kind of like some of the mountains that look like people
Yeah.
and animals. When they carve them open, it looks like the inside where it has muscle and meat and all that stuff. So
Yeah, the Titans.
yeah, so I can see that. I can see that.
Oh, they also sent this to the Smithsonian for a while to
Yeah.
do testing, and
Now the Smithsonian, the Smithsonian,
Mhm.
yeah, hard to
also
say.
they were saying that the ones that were sent to them were done with modern tools, not ancient tools.
Yeah,
So, but I will tell you, the AI and stuff that you get from Google, they're programmed on what to tell you. So
definitely, they're gonna
yeah,
tell you.
they're going to tell you what they want you to know, not what you dig and find out.
That's why I don't
So
trust AI. I'd rather go to the
yeah,
indigenous people that have been on the planet thousands of years
there you
and
go.
know what they're talking about.
Right.
Okay.
And
Now I sent, Mhm.
you what?
I sent you some pictures of skulls.
You did? Ooh, okay. Let me get us off of this so I can bring them up. Bring them up.
I don't know if I sent you that one though. Maybe I could check you.
You sent me coins. What's this?
Oh, I haven't sent you any skulls, have I?
No, you sent me like old pictures of people. I don't know where those came from. Who are these people?
I'm sorry. Don't click on them yet. We don't
Okay.
have okay, so gosh, I just had these. What did I do? Select them and then
And then they
I don't know.
said something else. That's parts for the core. It's okay. We know.
Oh, and I'm sending them all wrong, kind of. Okay, we'll just talk it through.
Okay.
We can
Here,
do it.
I'm gonna send you all these. I think this is good.
I seen the coins and I was like, okay, so
Oh
these
God,
skulls are
don't tell me I sent it to the space people that are in the middle
probably. There we go. We got some. All
of it.
right, let me get them up here.
They're probably like, oh, here's Chad sending us. We're gonna block.
Sending us word pictures again.
We're gonna block him.
Oh yeah. We're gonna block him.
That's all right. We don't care.
Keeps trying to convert us. All right.
Yeah.
So, okay, modern skull right there. Now, what you'll notice in modern man, this is like you and me. This is
Right.
like Brendan, Sherry. You see the nose and it runs into the forehead. There's like you can run your finger up your
Yeah.
nose and you can stick it into your forehead as if there is a junction there. And then we have brows. Like we have brows.
Right.
You girls, women don't have them as strong. You know, men have them a little stronger. We're a little more Neanderthal, I guess, in that sense. But we got brows and we got a nose that's heading into it. And there's your skull, right? Modern man. This is
Hi,
Homo
Coley.
sapiens. I think I'm saying
Right.
that right.
A human person.
Not Neanderthal. Yeah. Regular modern man. This is me and you.
Okay. Let's see.
What's
Oh,
next?
wait. That's a coin. We don't want that one. Okay. There we go.
All right. Another perfect example of modern human skull. See how there is that brow?
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for right now, is that brow right there where you can run your finger up your nose and hit your forehead and there's a junction. Okay, thank you.
Right.
And see how there's those little bumps above the
Yeah.
eyes a little bit? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, where the
Modern
eyebrows go.
And
Modern
that's where-
man.
that's
Yeah,
where
other
skull was-
nationalities it fluctuates, but
That skull was mistreated.
it
It's got a big bump in it.
It was. It needs to
Oh,
needs some
well,
sunshine.
that's a little different.
No, it's the same. If you look at the profile, see the side profile, see how
yeah, I
that
guess
nose
so.
runs and see how it goes straight into the forehead?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. I mean, the skull is a little different. Well, yeah. All right. So we're getting a good example of what modern Homo sapiens look like. There is apparently another one
Yeah.
and another one.
Did
Sorry.
somebody draw on that one?
I think so. The brows.
Yeah, it looks
Draw
like
some eyebrows.
I think it's just the way the bone coloration is, though. But yeah.
it's like when somebody shaves
Again,
off their eyebrows and tries to draw them back on.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
But then we get into these elongated skulls,
Okay.
right? And I don't think we're going to see it on this one, especially that one that's the second one to the right on the top.
This guy right here. Yeah,
Yeah.
big old.
Let me
Now-
South
Mhm.
America.
keep going because there's other better examples. Okay, fine. Those are just a lot right there. Look at
Yeah.
its brow. Look at its brow.
Yeah,
Look at
It
its
doesn't-
not its brow, but look at its bridge, its nose bridge.
its nose, it's straighter.
That's not just because someone wore a bandana too tight. As a
No,
baby.
the binding of the head is what they
Yeah.
were trying to
Well-
or say that, and actually it's those people that were around them and started mimicking.
Yes.
It's the
So
opposite.
there were people that mimic it, and we're going to see them. We're going to see
they're-
elongated
they're-
skulls, and they're going to have that nose cleft right there, and we're going to know it's one of those people that
their
elongated
eye
their skulls
sockets
to
are-
look like them, but these don't have it.
And their eye
Yeah.
Mhm.
sockets are bigger.
Yeah,
They're bigger eye sockets.
yeah, they do.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can't think of the guy's name, Brian,
Flat
his
nose.
last name, that has been studying these for decades.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks
and I
like
mean,
that.
I know that in South America they would wrap there, but they showed that they wouldn't get this big.
No.
You know, they couldn't. They'd grow too old, and it would get too hard before they could get that big.
So they're
So
saying, this is what that is. But if we look at the nose and the skull, it's not a modern human skull.
Well, even the size of the skull
And
is
the
much
elongated.
larger.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, the jawbone's bigger, the eye sockets, like Brenda said, the nose.
look at this side where like the ear would be is bigger too. It's all. Huh. So who are they?
The Nephilim.
Oh, I can tell you. Oh, now this isn't okay, Brenda. I should have warned you. Sorry. Have you been working on your resolution? This is a little person.
Yes. I
Boo.
remember when they discovered that.
Okay, well
Now
that's
they're trying
big
to
enough
say it.
for me to put in my
they're-
pocket, so it's
yeah,
no
they're-
threat to me.
They're trying to say it's a mutated human.
No. Yeah, and then
Skeleton.
they tried to discredit it and said it was, I don't know, some kind of animal for a while too. And
hmm
No, that
But
looks.
I just threw it in there for kicks and giggles because it's just because it's a skeleton and it's
little.
little. I looked up shrunken heads to see if I can find one. I thought they shrunk the skull too, but they don't. They just take the
Oh,
face
wow.
off and the head off, and then they boil it for 30 minutes, and it shrinks it 1/3 of the way, and then they fill it with rocks and sand, and then sew it together.
Now,
For
what is going on here?
that's it. That's that little creature
Yeah,
thing.
but look at the top of its head. It's got
Yeah.
a ridge. Like one side grew bigger than the other.
Yeah.
and that's a full grown too. It's like an adult.
Huh.
And they're small. And they've even seen some people in the jungle have witnessed seeing them alive
Oh,
running around. And they're not very nice, according to some of the indigenous.
It
Well-
doesn't look very nice.
little people have to be a little more aggressive because if not, the bigger people will step on
No.
us.
Napoleon. Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
guess if I was that small, I might not be all that nice either. I don't
It's
know.
like we got that going on where some think
But
they're
it-
the big people stepping on us little people.
Yeah, but even it has brows, but they come down like they look mean. They look like evil clown mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not okay.
That's an
Oh.
X-ray, I guess, or something. I don't know. I just threw them up there. We can.
That is interesting. Huh. There's the
That's-
people wrapping their skulls.
Yep. And you'll see you got the noses that have don't have the bridges. They run into the forehead.
That would be horrible. I could not do that to my baby. What are they doing? I
They're
mean,
mimicking. They're gods because they thought that they were gods, the elongated heads.
Oh. They were the leaders.
Yeah.
Those straight-nosed people were the leaders because we're going to look at them in about a ton of portraits in a moment when Brenda's ready.
Brett says use a fly swat on that thing. Well, it might work. Maybe a shoe would be better. Oh,
Okay. Yeah, elongated skull. That doesn't have a bridge, I don't believe.
got some screwed up dental going on there.
Yeah. Teeth looking pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay, these are just random. That's more of the head binding ones.
Boy, Chris, there's half naked women in this. Chris would be all like, what? Oh my gosh.
Flat noses. I meant, yeah.
But
Straight
look
noses.
at this. Look
Yeah.
at this jawbone, though.
But if you
I
look
mean-
at the
Yeah.
skull,
Oh,
the
yeah.
way a human skull, we have the split in here, and they don't have that. It's one solid piece.
Yeah, they don't. The suture. Because when we're born, that's why they say babies have a soft spot. because our
'cause
skulls
our
have not
skulls
fused
go
back
like-
together. Yeah.
Yeah, and they do not have that. They don't have the same, sutures or crests in their head like we do.
Okay. Budapest skull, I believe. I think we can fast forward because it'll show up again. There it is. Now that's one of the first skulls found in Bud. It's like royalty, some kind of king. But you'll look at the nose bridge. He's got that straight up
Yeah.
nose.
And
It's
does
not
it,
it's not a modern human skull. That's
yeah,
another type of
doesn't
human.
have, you know, I sometimes wonder if they altered our DNA or something to get us to
Mhm.
where our skulls didn't
Mhm.
come intact like they used
Well,
to.
when we start looking at the pictures of the royalty and stuff, they have all the straight noses in their portraits and stuff, but not their peasants and not the people around them. None of these people do either in any of their pictures. Like only the gods, only the gods, only the rulers. And remember, like it's like they say, like power is passed down. It went from kings, it went from pharaohs to kings to bankers, basically.
Even some of the pharaohs have elongated heads.
That's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean. So it's these people, they've always been leading.
Yeah.
And then they got massacred, and now we don't see any of them in the streets, period. Mary Antonium or something like that from France.
Antoinette. Yeah.
Antoinette, thank you. She's the last one that's photographed with or portrayed with that straight edged nose like that. After that, they were wiped out or they went into hiding. Or
Wow.
we'll explore that because I got pictures of the Rockefellers and stuff like that that will determine if they have been wiped out or if they just went behind the scenes, the ones that survived and have been running things there.
Yeah.
But you look at their servants, you look at their in any of the portraits, if you look at like the royalty, and then if they have their soldiers there, the soldiers they have noses like us, but they have the straight noses. So it was like they were a different species living amongst us, and they ruled. But I mean, they coexisted with us, but they were the leaders. And so, if we look at the coins, just to get an example of that profile, or the busk, any of those.
Got it. I'm on it. I'm on it. Here we go.
Coins are so boring, so we can fly through those. But
Coins are boring.
I mean, we can see real fast that there's a straight nose.
Yeah, I see it.
It's a straight
That's
nose
straight.
there. And so, and that's Lady Liberty. But you see, after 1900, they started putting in that little bit of a dimple there, and started changing it. But the other pictures of Lady Liberty right there, you can see she's pretty much got a straight nose, and the one on the upper left especially.
When I've seen old coins
And
like
I'm going to
that,
say she had a really high forehead too. I mean, did you see
Yeah.
her forehead? It was all the way back. But you see her nose is straight in all those coins. And then after the 1900s, we changed it.
when I used to see that, I used to think that maybe it was just the person who made the coin. Maybe that's how they knew how to draw. I don't know. It's weird.
Mm-mm.
So this one, there's the dip. So
Yep, and that's after 1900s.
Yep, it sure is. 1920.
Yeah.
Oh, then there's this guy again.
Sorry, that's I think.
Where did he come from?
We should name him.
Call him
Oh, we
Harry
don't want
Houdini.
to name him because
Oh,
he'll probably
right.
come haunt us.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, so maybe go through the busk. It looks like statues,
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
emperors, and
Where are they? Here they are.
other such personalities from back in those days.
I'm trying to get this straight here. Okay.
People argued that it was stylization or something like that, but the ones that are around them don't have the same nose, the
Yeah.
peasants or the
Peasants.
they're
We're all
they're
still
servants.
peasants. We are all peasants. Ask any of them; they'll tell you we are all
We can
pussies.
fly through these as well.
Yeah,
Yep,
they all have
that's
the
yep.
straight
It's like
noses.
their nose just goes
Yep.
right from their forehead. It's like there's no dip or anything. It just
Right.
Some of these are Athena, some of these are, goddesses, but they're all portrayed with those straight noses. Um,
Huh.
that's who was ruling. Now we won't find that in the streets.
No. Well,
Oh,
who's this?
okay. It's a picture. So we're going into the photos, and
Oh, okay.
and that lady cutting that man's head off was sent
Oh,
in there to kill that sergeant who was going to be attacking her people. But she has a straight nose. She's one of the straight nosed people. So
oh,
it's just not very big. So, but she is literally slicing into his throat. There's
oh,
you see that straight nose.
oh. Do they make a skull out of him?
Maybe he has a
Oh,
straight nose though. He's one of the straight nosed ones.
oh, well, maybe he was speaking against them. They seem to do that an
Mhm.
awful lot.
Yeah, can't see that. So let's keep going. There's that lady with her ferret, and she has a straight nose. It's a
So
portrait
does
from Michelangelo, if you want to look it up.
so does the ferret.
He also
that's a
did Mona
big
Lisa.
ferret.
Yeah, it is. I've never had a ferret that big.
No, I didn't either. I've had a couple of ferrets myself, and not that big.
Really nice. Okay, that was just a brutal scene of them murdering everybody,
Is
and
that what they
so,
were doing?
but there were straight noses in some of those people in the crowd, so it just makes you wonder, like what was going on. Um, they were murdered. I mean, this was the cleansing. All
Oh
these
my
people were
God.
wiped out, and so there's the Mona Lisa with her straight nose.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the
This is
last
the
dinner. There
Last
was some
Supper.
straight noses in there. Sorry, a lot of straight noses there. We just can't see it, can we? Or
No,
maybe
I
I should
can't.
make my picture bigger.
Yeah, I can't get them bigger.
No, okay. There's Venus. She's got one of those straight noses,
And she's in a seashell.
and those guys have straight noses.
Yes,
There's
they do.
carvings. Oh, right. Now we can answer Wu's question last time. Who are they getting their information from? And it looks like the reptilians to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't
that is
doubt
a
that.
reptilian neck piece.
Yeah,
When the
right?
reptilians
Yeah.
when they do that thing, the whatever, and the cobra and stuff, and that is their neckline. There is 100% reptilian.
I couldn't be comfortable wearing something like that around my
Now
neck. And I'd be
those are
digging at it.
No,
now those are portraits from royalty of gosh, I forget. I'm so sorry. Budapest, maybe, I don't know, but it's got like the long straight noses. We can't
Yeah.
just see 'cause they're too
I see a
small.
lot of them that are like that.
But they're that, especially that one on the right. They
Well,
they,
then.
they they definitely go straight up and down, but
Yeah.
there's variations of them. You can see that one in the middle looks kind of normal to me. We can't see her, but
There she
um,
is.
but I zoomed up on her. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and just so you all know, like to make one of these dresses, from what I understand, you have to weave all that by hand, all those designs, and there's golden threads in there, and so they would make golden thread.
Yeah.
They turn gold into threads and sew it into the clothes. And to make that purple, that purple right there would take, I forget how many tons, like 10,000 tons, just to do like a little bit of fabric, of mollusk shells crushed to make
You
a
know,
purple. And then, yeah, and look at her hair on top. You notice how she's hiding a very high head with her hairpiece,
true. Yeah.
or with her hair
Okay.
design. Yeah, she's covering up her big head.
Maybe you got a big head and a big
Mary
crooked
Antoinette,
nose.
Mary Antoinette did the same thing, and that's not her. This guy is just like, I'm sorry, I just have to ask, what the?
What are you wearing?
I'm not on that other program. Yeah, what the f?
What
And
are
it-
you
it-
wearing?
he's got some
It-
tights. He's
it-
showing his legs.
And we'll zoom in on him. I think I don't know
Why?
these coaches, but right there, like, what is he advertising?
I have money. I don't
What?
know.
Why is he showing his ass
You know.
and his petticoat? And he's
His petticoat.
pulling up his garment to do it. I don't know, but he has a straight nose.
He's quite
Why?
feminine.
And look at that neckline, reptilian.
Oh yeah.
These people are connected to the reptiles, especially
What
that
is
one.
this? What is this? Look at how long those arms are. That was a bad painting.
Yes, ma'am.
They've all got that big old thing around their necks. Why? Why?
Because it's the lizard. It's all
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that lizard. It's reptilian.
Yeah.
And also the stiffer the collar, the more starch you could afford in your collars and stuff like that. Announced your status, because people that couldn't afford starch had floppy collars.
They look so uncomfortable.
I couldn't do it, man. I would wear it long enough to go out there and take a picture, and I'd run back in and strip all that heavy ass stuff off of me and run around my house naked. That is ridiculous.
They all have straight noses, though. All these pictures, they're all straight nosed.
Boy, I'm so glad we don't dress like that nowadays.
See, look at that. Look at that. I mean,
all gold and
Not
wow.
everybody dressed like that.
Okay, now I think that's a them, they.
I'm gonna say yeah. They.
I don't care how many flowers they're holding. That's not going to sweeten
That dude don't look like a lady.
soften the blow.
There's another one.
Straight nosed, yeah. Now we're looking at Rockefellers and Rothschilds, and I'm just looking at their noses. We're just going to look at their noses, I guess, as we can scroll through and see what we see.
Maybe that's why in the old days their glasses would slide, because they didn't have the,
Mm-hmm. Can't see it, damn it. Never mind.
Oh, you can see it there in all of them.
Okay, I can see it on the ones in the very back. I noticed, like, in the very back right a little bit. Maybe
That's David Rockefeller right there in the center in the front holding the kid.
Yeah, he definitely has. He definitely has a nose for it. Yeah, he's always with a kid in a picture, it seems.
Yeah. Gee, I wonder why.
That person a mile away. I don't like that person.
Yeah, right.
That's them there. So yeah, we'll keep going. Yeah, that's a close up of him, but I see that in their faces there. Now, this is a portrait of the Rockefellers, and they're definitely portrayed with that straight nose there. The men in the back get a little bit dented in, but the woman in the center is definitely got a straight nose.
Why did all the old guys back then have that receding bald head with the same hairdo? I mean, was that just a fad back then?
And they also look like they have adrenochrome eyes. Sorry, if you zoom in on that, they all look like they're kind of
spaced out,
haggard, yeah, or they got like bags under their eyes or something too. They all, even the little kids and stuff.
Well,
see, there he is with another little kid, the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds together.
Yeah, I think that they are actually family. I think that they became one or the other.
So it's like, where did these people go and where did they hide? Or were they totally eradicated?
No,
probably not. They're just probably running things from behind the scenes now, the ones that survived, or
a lot of them, yeah.
And they're not being seen, and
there's a lot behind the scenes that are not known and seen.
So I have this that I was looking at, and let's see. Come on.
And it kind of changed.
The most famous of which are the ones found in Peru. However, these skulls have been unearthed in many other corners of the globe as well. They found certain tribes in North and South America where head binding was a common practice. They also found a rare genetic group from the Bronze Age Germany that had features of slightly elongated heads. Binding the head to create an elongated look is also done in some tribes in Africa, and this peculiar looking statue was unearthed in Egypt.
Now that one right there does not look human.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's in Egypt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Egypt, and it was among several other statues and artwork that depict people with elongated skulls in the very ancient Egypt. However, the elongated skulls of the Peruvians is the most unusual, because many of the skulls are so elongated they're larger than would be possible with mere head bindings. These skulls are also missing their sagittal suture on top of the head, leading some to believe they are different species of human or even an early hominid, and some even say they might be aliens.
I'd say yeah. And see, and that they were talking about
Okay.
that.
Angels or aliens? Because the angels are kind of predicted with those noses, I think. And that's something I'll have to look into a little further. I'm gonna have to keep looking to see who has
Well,
straight noses.
I'm
But it
going
may
to
be the
tell you
ones
this,
because they fornicated when they were down here. So that may be
I
what
know,
this is
but
to happen.
most angels did not look the way that they portray them, that we look at them like. Okay, a lot of actual angels, people would actually be afraid of them if they laid eyes on their true selves. Like we have the one that looks like the wheels with all the eyes. That's an angelic angel. Okay, so when they talk about the angels that descended um, down here from heaven, that were kicked out and basically given this planet to run around on like a bunch of fools. Now they were a lot bigger than us, than the human women that they laid with. How did they do that? So they had to change. They had to be able to shapeshift. They had to be able to be smaller to be able to be with these women. Okay. So did they portray looking like a human person? But that's not really what they looked like.
Well, they
So
can do that. They can definitely change their form and become, our size.
yeah,
But then again, were we as little as we are now?
I don't
We
think
could have
so. I
been
think,
bigger.
yeah, I think that we were, and they lived longer back then, like hundreds of years.
Yeah, because we had bigger, everything was bigger. Trees were bigger. Oxygen, you had more carbon, and oxygen to breathe. And I mean, I believe that we were bigger because, like, look at some of the islands where they have like the pygmies and the little bitty elephants and stuff like that after the flood and
Yeah,
whatnot.
look at that little itty bitty thing that they have there in that lab.
Yeah,
what,
yeah, that's
what
a
was
little
that?
tiny bugger.
I guess to them we would look like giants. And
Yeah,
of course, I know we had giants that were so much
oh,
bigger than us. So, you
definitely.
know, I
We've had
mean,
all sorts of sizes on this planet. It's just we don't have the truth of it.
right. And so, them having those long noses, I mean, was that a form of not being human?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. If that was a form of not
Another
being human.
species of some sort. Yeah.
Right.
And they were ruling us because it wasn't evolution. It wasn't like all of a sudden one day we evolved and there's no longer straight-nosed people. They were wiped out. They were ruling us because in the pictures we're portrayed with our normal noses and they're portrayed with their straight noses. And here's and not here's, but I just looked up a picture of Christopher Columbus, straight nosed. He's got it straight nose all the way up and
Yeah.
down. I'm just curious now, like, who the heck has the straight nose? Where? Speaking of aliens, too, I think Trump just announced that we're going to go to Area 51.
Yeah, that they want to open up some stuff. But the last person that did that, the last couple of people that did that, like JFK,
Yeah.
he was killed. And also Reagan wanted to do that. And, well, he was shot and then changed his mind. But there's There are so many other places like that, like out there in the same desert properties. You don't only have Area 51, you've got S1, which is supposed to be where they did a lot of experiments, slicing gene between animal and human, and all
Cryptids.
the all the weird stuff that they made out there. You know, just
China
things that
Lake. They
yeah,
got China Lake. That's a big one too. But everyone's always focused on Area 51. But you got all this other stuff going on over here. You know what we talked about before.
I
Look over here.
I
You know,
honestly think that what Area 51 was, and they had help from other species, that was where they were making ships that were like the technology, but we were making them. And when we seen them fly, we would say, "Oh God, alien ship!" Well, it was one of ours. We made it.
right?
Technology that was given to us that our people were sacrificed for to get,
Yep.
because that was the treaty between the aliens and the humans. Was they were allowed to abduct so many humans, in order to get their technology.
Yeah, they kind of
And
went a little overboard on that one too.
they did, and actually, now I am trying to remember who it was that signed that with them. Was it LBJ or
It's Eisenhower.
there you go. And he was approached by a different set of people not from this planet who wanted to give them free energy, healing for, people could live hundreds of years again, all this
Yeah,
stuff.
all the
And
good
all that,
stuff.
yes, and all they wanted was they wanted our nuclear stuff diminished. They wanted it to go away
Yeah.
because they know with nuclear they can destroy the planet, period.
Well, yeah, and then
Well,
it waves through the cosmos too. It doesn't just hurt us;
right.
it hurts other
It hurts others.
dimensions and other
Yes.
places.
So what they did was these other people, these other terrestrials came, and they offered almost the same things, but they didn't offer the healing. They didn't offer the extended life. They didn't offer, um, G, but they also wanted people. They wanted to harvest people from the planet.
Yeah, they're giving us weapons to weaponize everything. It's basically, I don't know. I used to think it's like their space junk that they gave us.
I know, right?
You
Well,
know?
this kind of screwed up our people. Let's just give it to them.
Yeah, it's all
Directed,
new.
directed energy weapons.
It's all new to them. As long as we get some people that we can,
Yeah,
feast off from and do whatever we want.
experiments on and all this other stuff. Yeah, yep, that's what it was. So the reason why I think a lot of the stuff that we go through nowadays is because we have the wrong people in the wrong places that didn't care about society in a whole.
No, they just want power and war and death
Greed, 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 greed,
greed.
greed.
Yeah,
Isn't
I mean,
greed
control. And
there's
they
there's a there's a point.
promise.
Sorry.
what?
Oh,
But
I
not
just said there's a point though where it was peaceful, right? Where we did have harmony and we were living longer and we were walking around. That's what got destroyed and wiped out,
And we
correct?
didn't, yeah, and we didn't have the poisons that are in our foods now. We didn't
Yeah.
have things that went wrong. Like with me, my doctor tells me all the time if they could find a way to shock my thyroid into going back to working, I'm a small person. I will go back down to being small. But they can't, once it goes out, they can't reverse it, is what they say.
Well, we
Who
got like four
knows?
things going against us now. It's barium that they spray on us, aluminum, and then the glass. I can't even say the word now, but it's in our foods and the
Yeah,
Wi-Fi. It
yeah.
all goes together. The Wi-Fi connects to all of that, and
Now,
fluoride.
there's,
That's what it is.
yes, fluoride's bad. Um, Now, there's another thing that has been popping up a lot on my feeds about glitter for some
Oh, I
reason.
don't like glitter.
And they say that there was somebody that wanted to go in and explore the glitter plant because there's one big main one, and they weren't allowed to. They weren't even allowed to go and hear what was being said next to a door. They weren't allowed, and they didn't want anybody to know what glitter was actually made of.
Our kids play with it. I don't like it.
I know, right?
I mean, they could get it in their eye, and that stuff sticks to you and everything. I heard someone say that it's fairy herpes
Very hurt. Well, very
because
herpes.
you
I
get
have
glitter
never
on
heard
you
of
and you
that.
can't get it off and stuff, and it's stuck.
Never heard of fairy herpes, but that's a good one. So everybody, be warned in a strip joint. If they're glittering, don't touch them. You'll
Yeah, it's
get
fairy
fairy
herpes.
herpes.
No, because glitter. I taught preschool and I never liked it. I was like, I'm an artist, and I'm like, what is this stuff? Kids got it right here by their eye and whatnot. No, so I
Right.
wonder what kind of toxins in it.
Knowing our planet, who knows?
Yeah,
Who
that's
knows?
true.
Who knows? So, Chad,
Yeah.
do you happen to know what species of non-human do you think that the elongated skulls are from? And I know what you're going to say because I've seen it, so I already know. But what do you think? Do you think they're all of a reptilian race?
Hmm.
Or do you think there's others involved in that?
I'm
I've
not
seen
sure.
them. I've seen
Yeah, I'm
them.
not sure. My guess
Yeah.
was Naga, like snake, but yeah, I don't know.
I've seen them on reptilian races. Their heads are longer.
On the slee stacks, yeah.
Is that what you want to call them?
Yeah, but the elongated skulls are different. They're more humanoid. They're just bigger.
That, yeah, like
There's the reptiles, but we've also had the Anunnaki here too.
yeah,
And
that's
in
true.
Guatemala, they got the island of the gods where it's all stone. And I worked with another one elder that was talking about walking at one time when the gods walked with us. And you have it in Egypt and you have it in other places around the world.
Well, yeah, the things that called themselves gods.
Right. Well, I know they're not, but
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
Well,
I
they
mean,
probably, I guess you can call them gods. What is it? Like gods technically can't die.
and the Egyptians,
Maybe
yeah,
they fall under that category. I don't know.
and the Egyptians, they any of the things that were ever carved in. Okay, I'm not talking about pictures that they painted. I'm talking about the actual carvings themselves. They have had animal heads. They've had this. That wasn't an outfit that they put on. We've already established this. That is the way they looked. So
Oh
they
yeah,
were some,
Anubis is like Dog Man.
yes. So they were some sort of a god, not the father, but a god.
Yeah.
So where did they go? Because when those people passed away, did they have their things made with their snout coming out of it? Where did they go?
Though
What
we've
happened
had
to
a lot
them?
of wars on this planet too. I mean, more than what we're taught, of
Sure,
them. Like
resets.
if you listen to or read the Bhagavad Gita, where they have them flying in the air, fighting with their wars of weapon, kind of like nuclear weapons. They got the sands out where it's glass out in some places out in the Middle East where you can't grow anything and there's nothing there, and that
True.
wouldn't be just happening from them running around with their swords and knives. It came from the air.
That's true. Oh God, please don't tell me they were doing cloud seeding back then.
Probably.
I mean, come on.
Probably. And the weapons that we have now are probably the same things that they had back then. I mean, it's like they say, nothing new under the sun, right?
Right? And history repeats itself.
Yeah. And those that are the victors always, wipe us out so we're stupid again and have to start
Yeah.
over and question everything.
I seen a video earlier that was talking about a land that is owned by a certain company. I don't remember it, but Nova something or another, and there is like this island where there are these people that they got the incubator babies that were grown, kids that were hijacked, and they raised them, and they live like it's the 50s.
Oh,
Okay, they think that they're the only people left on Earth, and they survived catastrophic nuclear war.
I
And
heard
they-
about that a long time
yes,
ago.
and they
I forgot
show
about
them-
that.
They show them in school TV programs of the way things happened and that everybody else on the planet died. I would like to know if there's truth in that. If there are people that are somewhere else on a different island someplace living like they are the only people left on this planet, and that they live like in the 50s where it didn't cost them hardly nothing for food and rent and owning a home and cars, and they showed that the cars they drove were like the 1957 Chevys,
It's
and
like
they
an
all wear the
experiment
dresses. The
to
women
see-
wore the dress. Yeah, and that's what they said it was. It was an experiment, and that if they get one person that starts asking questions, then they take them and they reprogram them, and they forget what they were asking questions about and all that stuff.
Yeah,
That-
it seems like they
that's-
made some movies off from stuff like that too.
I mean, who does this? Our government is
people.
crooked as hell. Yes, all of them, evil people. You
Yeah.
know,
Scientists that don't believe in God and they only believe in science,
but
and
how do you keep those people from going on vacation and finding other places to go? But then again, I guess if you were to tell the population that this was all nuclear and you cannot be anywhere near this for hundreds of years, or you would be, you'd get radiation. So people wouldn't want to leave from where they are, apparently.
call it a giant Truman Show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't think of that, but yeah.
yeah, because he lived in his little world with the actors and actresses and couldn't leave, until he finally crossed the water because he had fear of water in the Truman Show. And then he got
Huh.
on the boat and found
Interesting.
out that there was a stage door and got up out.
So what if these people went digging around on this island and they found skulls and elongated skulls, and they would know that something happened where they lived. So now they wouldn't feel safe anymore. They just take all those people and erase them too.
Maybe. Nobody knew about him.
And where do they put cemeteries?
If they're on an island, maybe they'd move them to the water. So-
And then there's that old ancient question that's already asked: with the amount of people that pass away every year, does anybody ever see new cemeteries going up? What are they doing with these people?
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
right. Yeah.
Seriously. What are they doing with them? And it's not like they could say, okay, well, my grandma's buried here, and then you go back a couple years later and there's somebody else's headstone there. So they reburied that person on top of that person. That wouldn't work out very very well at all for anybody. So what do they do with people? Do they wait until
Well,
the people in that bloodline or that family all pass away and then they re-headstone it? I
I don't
mean,
know. That's a good question.
I think they've claimed to move graveyards and move things, or I don't know. But do they really? Or do they just take
no.
headstones and bury? That's like the poltergeist thing.
Well, with all of the
Built that town
paranormal,
over something like that.
yeah, with all the paranormal stuff that happens where the Indian burial grounds were supposed to be, and they supposedly moved them, but there's a lot of paranormal activity around
Yeah,
there. Well, are they moving them? They're
I
just
don't think
building on
so.
top of them, I think,
Hmm.
honestly. I mean, I can name 1, 2, 3, 4 cemeteries that are here. 3 of those cemeteries, well, 2 of those cemeteries are extremely old. One of them is huge, and it's the one that the military uses.
Hmm.
The other one is for everybody else. Oh, we go there. Jack's son is there. And there are a lot of headstones there.
Mm.
Where are they putting all the new people? Where are they doing this? And I think that's why back in the old days, they used to let you bury your own family members in a cemetery on your own property, because
Yeah.
then they didn't have to have scads of property that had umpteen trillion people in it that were buried there. And what do you do with them?
Well, cemeteries are a money making machine nowadays.
Well, and I think that's also one of the reasons why they make cremation so inexpensive,
Yeah.
because
I mean,
that
it's
is a lot
expensive.
easier.
We buried my mom, and that was a lot of you pay money at the funeral home quite a bit and get the casket, and then you got to go pay
Yep.
the cemetery.
Yep.
And you have to buy the plot of land, and you got to have that, and they're making a lot of money.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just to die, you still go into debt,
Now, you look at the skulls that they find, okay? They find them all over. They dig them up in different places. So, were those places actually cemeteries at one particular point in time? That they just buried people all over wherever, I got Johnny over here and we're going to go hiking up to the mountains and we're just going to dig a hole and bury him in it. I mean, is that what they did back then?
No, they claim that there wasn't that many people back then either, as there is today.
I don't know.
Yeah. But when you start going through all the wars and through all the deaths of each year and each decade, it's like there's so many. Where did they all go?
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I mean, there's like millions, it seems.
There is.
Probably
Now,
just like the giants and the mountains that were all just on top of a bunch of corpses.
yeah, right. Well, I mean, I know like Texas, we have a lot of empty property. Okay. So they could make more and bigger cemeteries. But it would have to be cemeteries for people to come from all over the United States to be buried. But a lot of our empty property has got liquid gold under it. So they're not going to use it for a cemetery. That's for sure.
Right.
So I want to know where they're putting our people. I really do. I really want to know where they're going, where they are laying these people to rest. And like I said, I think that that's one of the reasons why they made cremation so much cheaper than a burial, because it's easier to say, well, here's the ashes that belong to your loved one, take them home. A lot
Right.
of people will take them like to a river or something out into the ocean and set them free, you know? Um, so that saves a lot of room for the question of where are you burying all these people? Well, we're not. We're cremating them, and you're taking them home, and you're doing something with them.
Yeah, I said it one time. It's like we're littering for the last time because you got the coffin, the clothes, and all that. You're putting it in the ground.
Yeah. So there's a lot of questions that people don't think about asking, and they like it that way, where we don't ask too many questions because they don't want to have to come up with the real answer. So they have to take months to think about what the actual answer is. Go ahead and write a letter to your government and ask them that question. We only have so much room. Where are you putting all the deceased people?
Well,
You
in
won't get a
India-
letter back for about 6 months because they have to think of a good enough reason to give you.
In India,
that-
there's a city, I can't think of the name of the city, where people go to die and they cremate them. So,
Okay,
And-
so there's 60 million deaths annually globally.
Wow.
wow.
That's a lot. Goodness. And they get put where?
Yeah.
Where are they going? Yeah, that's insane. That is insane. So basically when they dig up different things, they find people that, like, way back in the day, they didn't really have to use a cemetery. They just buried them. Well, this mountain's pretty. Let me just bury my loved one here on this mountain, you know? But they did away with being able to use your own property to bury your loved ones because now property taxes, they can resell that if you don't pay your property taxes. They don't want to resell it over loved ones. Once they buried their loved ones in there, it was no longer to where the government could take it. So that's why they came up with cemeteries, because see, now you buy a plot and you bury your loved ones where there's other people at, okay? And if you don't pay your property taxes on your home, then they can just come and take your home, and they don't have to worry about taking your home with people buried there. I don't understand who the first one that came up with all of this crooked shit, because it's all been going on for so long. So it's not like it's new. It's been going on for centuries. Who was the first crooked person to come up with this? And you know, they say that our forefathers were Masons. They weren't. The only one that was Washington.
no, they were Masons. They were
Well,
just like Washington D.C.'s stripped out like a lot of Masonic
it is,
stuff.
but your true Mason was Washington, and they
Oh, I know he
found
was.
under his house. Remember, they said they found all those bodies under his house.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell was he doing?
Yep.
I mean,
Not
Cricket.
all Masons were out
Cricket.
slaughtering people and stuff, but they were
Yeah.
part of the Brotherhood and doing
you have
their
Yeah,
job of keeping
you
a
have your
secret.
you have your degrees, you know,
Yeah.
get so high. But yeah, they found all those bodies underneath his property. Well, he sure didn't open up a cemetery for himself, did he? I mean, that's ridiculous. So, I don't know. People still find bones of people. People still find bones of giants,
Oh yeah.
you know? Could you see, and I bet they have, could you see the Smithsonian with a giant skull? A giant's skull? An
I'd love to
actual
see that. I know.
That would be awesome. Would we ever be allowed to see it? Hell no. Are you kidding? They would add some plaster to it and say it was a damn dinosaur.
Supposedly, they had taken a lot of the giant bodies and dumped them off into the ocean, destroyed them, so that there's nothing to see here. It's fake.
I think it
Yeah.
had 2 rows of teeth too.
Some of them
Yeah.
did, yeah. The red-haired giants, because they had them out in out west, where the Native Americans had the red-haired giants, and they were in a cave that kept on. They were cannibals that would sit there and come in and eat the people, and so the tribe waited till they were all in the cave and caught it on fire and burned them all.
Wow. I got a hold of Streamlab because of what happened to the last show. I still have not been able to do the download and record of that show. They said they fixed the problem. It was a bug in the system. So we're coming up on an hour and 26 minutes now. It was an hour and 37 minutes when it cut off the recording. So they said that if it does it again, I got to contact them right away. It better not happen again, because I'm going to be really highly upset and probably have to switch platforms if it does. So, but just in case we cut out again and it stops recording, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. It's really sucks when that happens. But so they've taken a lot of the giant bones and thrown them in the ocean, which explains why when people go deep into trying to go and see, what's going on in the ocean, just like when they sent them down and they were looking for the Titanic, but really they were looking for that one the nuclear sub that somebody lost. But they have to sign things. People that expedite like that do expeditions like that have to sign DNRs. So it's like, Sherry, did you just say hi to Chad?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
After I typed it, I'm like, I think that's Chad. But
Yeah, it's Chad.
Hi, Coley. I just saw
that
that
was
she
funny.
said hi.
Yeah.
And Wu said something earlier about Mud Fossil University, and yeah, it's probably true. He can probably be a little temperamental when it comes to discussing with him his his theories, I would imagine.
I keep telling Wu he needs to
I
come
just
up
watch him and I take from it from what I can, and then leave the rest.
Yeah, I keep telling Wu that he needs to come up and talk with us about some of his stuff and some of his theories and different stuff like that. Him and Jason both have got some really good theories. I like listening to everybody's, and then dig and do different stuff and find other things that, like this whole thing with the skulls, like that one guy said that I had put in, what are they? And it says that they are human skull carvings that were made from crystal or milky quartz, like rock crystals. And it says that in the 19th century that they were done by the Aztec or the Maya. But I know that they were found way before that.
oh yeah, they have them from Tibet. I mean, there's Tibetan skulls, ancient skulls. They're Germany. I mean, they're around the world. It's not just the Inca and the Mayas.
Right. So, but it says that they were carved from modern tools,
Some of them
not
might have been.
ancient relics. Yeah, there are some that probably were. I'm going to almost say, yeah. But now I've had Joshua Shapiro on the show before, and he's the crystal skull guy. Sure, you know who he is, right?
Yeah, I have him on my Facebook, and
Yeah.
I got his books.
And I've had him on here before, and I was trying to ask him because I remember them saying something about There's a certain amount of them that you are supposed to gather, and you put them together. And how does
It's
that go?
12 plus 13. One.
We need to watch
Yes.
Indiana Jones for this one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's somebody was saying that. I think it was Chris. I think it was Chris that said something about Indiana Jones. But yeah, but they're and this story goes way back on what they were for. And a lot of people get the misconception that skulls are supposed to be bad and evil. And there are good and evil to everything. I'm just gonna say it right there. You have you down to a freaking cat. Okay, well this is a good cat. Well, this is an evil cat. I know.
Well,
I own an evil
Hitler,
cat.
one of Hitler's people had a crystal skull too, a black one, and it
Yeah.
was used for dark.
Right. And there is good and bad in both. It depends on the person that is using them. It
Yes.
depends on what the purpose is for them. It doesn't look at our priests. They're all supposed to be good and help us get to heaven when most of them are child molesting freaks.
Yeah, they're not my priests.
They worship
thank you.
Satan. You know, they worship Satan.
Yeah, they
They
do.
say it's the God of this world. Yeah, well, that's Satan. Okay. That's who that is. So,
I believe that.
yeah. So, you know, so it all depends on who has them, what you want to use them for. And there are a lot of people that use crystals for good, for energy. Your mind manifests. And if your mind wants to manifest nothing but evil and crooked things, then that's what's going to manifest out of no matter what you have.
Yeah, you're gonna pull in demonics and on the lower realm vibrational beings
Yes.
and pull them up.
Yes.
I mean, that's what
Yeah.
the satanic rituals are, to open up portals, and what they do to kids and
Yeah.
whatnot is to use them to open up portals to bring in like Stranger Things. Stranger
Yeah.
Things is the best way of showing how the
It's a
underworld-
documentary. It's a
It
documentary.
is. It definitely is. They were gonna call it Montauk actually, but
Mhm.
they decided
That would
no.
have been too much. That'd have been too close to home.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd have been like, hey, wait a minute. I know that place. That's the island over here. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yep.
yeah, that's the lower. I mean, because everybody has abilities. It's just we've all been, kind of poisoned down right now.
They started when we were young with formula and toothpaste.
Oh yeah.
Telling
good
us
old
to brush
fluoride
our
treatments at the dentist.
Yep. Telling us to brush our teeth three times a day with toothpaste that was loaded with fluoride. Well, fluoride calcium, it puts calcium on the pineal gland, which dims it.
Yeah, and then our
Now-
sugar cereal, sugar in the food. Now I found out that they got soy in everything, pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
as a side preservative.
So, they're not doing wrong at trying to get our food healthier and telling us not to eat certain things. One of the biggest food Nazis is what I call them, is RFK, but he's not doing it for bad. He's trying to make it so that our food is healthier, because our food is what causes a lot of bad things in our bodies. I mean, the fats and the oils and all that, what is it? GMOs and all that stuff that we consume on a daily basis and not thinking about it. Well, it hurts our bodies and our brains.
Well,
And
they've said if you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. And if you read some of the labels on some things, it's like, what the heck is that?
yeah.
You're
And
right.
most of the time, if I didn't eat anything that I couldn't pronounce on a package, man, I would starve to death, I think. But even our fruits and vegetables, they're modifying them. If they don't have seeds in them, people don't eat them because that means they were grown in a lab. They were modified. Everything is supposed to have seeds in them. Do you know how when you were growing up, your mom used to tell you, don't eat the watermelon seeds. Don't
Yep.
swallow them. Don't eat the apple seeds. Apple seeds have got a touch of cyanide, but it has something else in it that works with it that makes you healthy. You're supposed to eat apple seeds
Apricot seeds.
and apricot seeds. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I don't have any
Yeah, right.
teeth, so I don't really eat apples much anymore. But I have to
Yeah.
cook them, and I'm not real good on cooked apples unless they're in a pie. And there you go. I'm adding all kinds of other shit to it. But um, I mean, when I had teeth that I could eat with, I always got those trays of vegetables and had the fresh um, uh, cauliflower and all that stuff, fresh carrots and all of that. I used to love to sit and just eat those as a snack. Well, now I cannot no longer eat those because I can't eat those with my teeth in because no matter what I use, it pops the glue off. So I'm waiting for them to see if they will authorize me getting implants. I don't know if I'm okay with them drilling into my jaw or not. I'm skeptical on that.
Yeah, I don't know. My son-in-law knows the people that first came up with that idea.
I feel like there was
Yeah.
somebody in China that was saying we have 3 sets of teeth and you just got to stimulate the third one to come through or something, and they were experimenting on that. I don't know if it was real or not,
Well,
because they can throw anything up with the AI these days, but I did see something along those lines.
I did
That's
hear that,
interesting.
your healing vibrations that they have, stuff for vibrations, that if you get the right healing vibration, that your teeth will grow again.
Okay, yeah.
And when you feel up in your jaw, I don't know about you guys, but even when I don't have my teeth in, I'll get a toothache where I used to have a tooth and it's not there. But
Hmm.
when I push on it, I feel something in there. I feel something that is not
Okay.
the bone because you can feel the bone over to the side, but I feel something in there. And I'm like, I wonder if I got more teeth up in there and they just got to learn how to come down on their own.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it would. Well, I keep trying to blow on my thumb and plug my nose and see if I can get my leg to pop out and grow back, but that's not working all that well. Somebody can't say I'm a reptilian or I would have had my leg grown back years ago. That stuff grow right back. But, I mean, there's so much out there that they lie to us about. They don't want us to know that there's giant bones. And I wondered,
And the little one too, that little deformed
yeah,
one.
that thing looks like it might have been like an evil little fairy or something,
Yeah.
like one that just walks up
That
to you
just
in the
spits
woods
little
and
darts at you.
stabs you in your Achilles heel.
Yeah,
It's
poison.
and you know what? Abe had that happen to him one time. Abe talks about tiny little things. Boy, I hope you've seen that bone. And he talks about things and one day he was out walking and something got him in his Achilles heel, man, and it hurt like hell. And he still has problems with it. And when I seen that, I thought, I wonder if that's what got Abe's heel. Huh.
Okay, now I've never seen one of the little guys. And I don't know if this is one of those little guys. That could have been a little alien or something like that. But the things that I've witnessed are of small people, in the woods. And it was off of a trail a little bit, and it's just up the river here, where I live. And it's known for sightings and different things like that. But these are the little people, and I would see little tiny sticks. Okay. And that's what caught my attention. I looked down and I saw it, and they were all lined up and they were all leading someplace. And I could see each stick was crossing. And I'm like, is that coincidence or what it is? But then I'd follow it and it'd go up to like where this little bush curled over, and there was like a little nest there or something like
Oh,
that, where something would sit or something. And then I saw them crossing over to where there'd be another little, what looked like another little nesting area or something like that. I went back there with chocolate. I went back there with crystals to see if anything would happen, and nothing would happen. They didn't touch it. But now they're not there. They've moved. It's no longer in that location, and
oh,
I don't see the signs of it anywhere. It's like they've up
they're
and
like
gone.
he found us.
Yeah, that was about
Time to
5
relocate.
years ago, though. That was quite a while ago. That was about 5 years ago. But I think, but they were some small creature that was up there coming out at night and doing its little thing,
You
with
know,
the
the way I
sticks.
That's
see it,
interesting. That's cool.
yeah, the way I see it is there's so much vast wilderness, sea life, things that, oh, goodness me, things that we have not explored or they haven't allowed us to explore either, because there's places where people can go and explore, and what, they stop you. Look at Antarctica.
Yep.
Okay, there's so much land.
Oh, Yosemite. There's a place in Yosemite. There's
Yeah,
a place in the Grand Canyon. There's many places that you're not allowed. And it's because of
yeah,
the weird phenomenon that goes on
yeah.
there.
So
And so it's for
they
your
don't.
safety.
And you know what? Here's the problem. If these geniuses would allow common sense in there, they might get a little bit further with what they need to do or not do, or what they might know not to do. I mean, common sense will tell you if you got an alien that's teaching you how to use diabolical weapons, that probably isn't a good idea.
No.
Okay. It probably is not a good idea at all. But we have a government that worries about other governments that may have the same thing. And well, they feel they got to defend themselves from other people that may be using the same thing. Shut up. Everybody needs to listen to Putin. That man has been crying and screaming about everybody getting along and Christianity. That man is the only one that has taken transgender, Satanism, all that stuff and banned that from his country. You get caught doing any kind of satanic anything in Russia, you're put to death right away. Period. They don't want it there anymore. Like I said, guess what? I'm moving to Russia. The hell with this shit.
But you know
Our
that
guy,
he's not in the Epstein files either.
nowhere near it. Well,
Nope.
look who's nowhere near it. Yep,
Ooh.
Putin.
Putin.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
he's not in it, and
Yeah.
I've seen some things online of what he's been talking about that they've been doing and fattening themselves up and vampirism, and the vampire ball is going to be falling soon, and
Yeah, he's getting rid of all that. Okay, so here it is. Follow suit, people. Let's knock this shit off. Ain't nobody getting along anymore anywhere, and everybody is against everybody. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And, you know, a lot of these younger people, they think that it's time for a big change. Well, it is, but not like they think. Okay? The change is that everybody needs to go back. Well, everybody needs Jesus, for crying out loud. And everybody needs to go back to not allowing our government to do the things that they've been doing. Transparency is something that we definitely need, but they need to get these lifelong politicians need to be out of office. Period. There needs to be term limits on office. They don't need to be there all their lives and collect a pension. They need to be people that have worked jobs, hard jobs, physical jobs to make ends meet. So they know what the people of this planet go through. Putting certain people high on a pedestal is ridiculous. Everybody should be able to live comfortably. We should not have homelessness in this country. We should not. There is no reason for it. Because, I'm going to say this, I'll probably get in trouble for it, but if they can take every hoot and hanny illegal that comes over here and give them money and give them food stamps and buy their groceries and put them in 3, 4, and 5 bedroom houses that I would never be able to see. Well, by God, you can put a homeless person into a 1 bedroom apartment and keep them warm and keep them safe and make sure they're fed. That's the shit that needs to change. No, we don't need to go around dyeing our hair blue and having bull rings in our noses.
Yeah.
No,
Please don't do that.
you people need to get a damn job. That's what it is. You need to work for yourselves. Your parents need to stop treating you like they are your best friend and be a parent. Bring the damn belt back because it never hurt me. I'm still here. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
Yeah, there are some of these 22-year-olds. I think to myself, seeing your mom didn't do this, let me snatch you up by your ear and put you over my damn knee and whoop your ass, because apparently this is what you need.
A lot of
I
them are
see it.
listening to the wrong stuff and not thinking for themselves.
I go to the grocery store. I don't ask for any special treatment. I have one leg. I'm in a wheelchair. I try not to hurt people with my chair, because if I hit somebody with it, it can hurt them. I run over the foot, it's going to hurt them. But I get the most disrespect out of some of these 20, 25-year-old people. Like, I'm a fucking inconvenience because I'm in doing my grocery shopping. Well, what the fuck are you looking for? Why are you in here? You're walking around with no cart, acting like everybody owes you a damn living. Get a life. Go get a damn job. Why don't you work here? I'm pretty sure they're handing out applications. They piss me off so much, I just want to walk by them and punch them in the damn face.
Yeah.
I have never seen so many disrespectful people. I am 59 years old. I have never seen so much disrespect than I have over the last 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
And it's getting worse. It's getting so much worse. I'm to the point anymore where I'm just going to take a baseball bat with me to the damn grocery store. And whenever they give me their rolling eyes like my ass is in their way, I'm going to pop them in the frickin' kneecap. There you go. Now I'm an inconvenience to you, asshole. I mean, it's ridiculous. Some of these people just drive me up the wall. And the only thing I say to myself is, yeah, you're lucky I wasn't your mom.
Yeah.
I never really had to spank my daughter when she was younger, on occasions. But she learned. I never had a lot of problems with her when she was young and growing up. And even as a teenager, she was still okay. It wasn't until she went to college that things just really flew out the damn window. But I blame the colleges, because they don't teach these kids what they need to learn in life. Schools don't teach these kids what they need to learn in life.
No, they don't.
And it's so sad. It's sad. It's sickening that we have kids that we used to, years ago when I was in school, we were like the highest of education was America, and then China.
Yeah.
Not anymore. No, we are way down in the dumps.
No, there's other countries, and they don't make the kids go, like, I don't know, like I seen in Japan where they give them breaks, like the younger ones, they get to have little naps at their tables and stuff. These cute little outfits, they're outside, they learn respect, they learn how to do stuff. Germany, and the school system's really different. When my sister and I were out there, how they do with their kids. It's
Yeah.
not like, I don't know. Here, it's kind of program, get you in for 12 years, train you right for 12 years, and then put you in the workforce. So you work 60, 70,
Well,
80 hours,
they
you know,
don't.
to make
They
money.
yes, they train you to be slaves to their system. That's
Yeah,
exactly
put you
what they
in.
do.
Well, what did someone say? They did it for 12 years for factory life.
You want to learn something and have a good life? Don't go to college. Go to a damn trade school.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do. Go to a trade school. Don't go to college. That's a lot of the problem. So it is. It's so sickening. I mean, I'm just blows my mind some of the things that I sit and I see. It's absolutely ridiculous. And grown adults that are out there doing the same thing that these kids are doing right now. Really?
Well,
You fell
it's
off your
coming.
turnip
It's
truck.
the great divide of those that are going to be consciously connected to God, source, creator, and those that are going to be 3D twits that are going to just follow along with authority and whatever.
Till their end of the earth blows up and falls off. There you go. Get out. I'm telling you. I think Elon needs to go ahead and send us all to Mars so we can live there and leave the stupid people here, because they can't help grow things and
No, we got to reverse
know.
it. Take all of them, send them all.
Okay, and then we'll stay here. All right, yeah.
Earth
They're
is a
gonna really
beautiful
struggle,
place.
because could you see one of these kids trying to grow a damn tree? No, it ain't gonna happen.
Not my problem.
Yeah, Mars is
That's
pretty
true.
barren. I am not going.
Well,
It's just
Yeah.
desert,
I
and
thought
cliffs
I
and
thought
rocks.
I thought just to kind of try to build it, and make jungles and
No,
grass and trees.
not
But
interested.
yeah, you're right, Sherry.
It's
We'll
just-
reverse that. We'll just shift them off to Mars, and we'll all stay here and heal our poor planet, because this poor thing has been beat up especially over the last 5 years. It's been pathetic, absolutely pathetic. I'm gonna go out tomorrow and go touch grass and go hug a tree. It needs it. All trees need to be hugged, people. Just saying, they like it. You get energy from trees. They are living organisms. So is grass, bushes. Go, touch them, hug them, rub them. Let them
The
listen to
trees are
music.
the masculine energy, which they have the roots that penetrate into the ground, and
Yep.
the water is the feminine energy of the flow. And so, usually, if I see trees, I'm like, oh, tree, with all my relations to you, my brothers,
Tree.
because they give us the shade. They are into the ground. They speak to each other.
Although Glenn says that right now, with it being cooler in Florida, be careful, because the iguanas fall out of the trees on top of you. And I keep saying, oh my God, somebody go get those poor things. Wrap them up in a blanket. They're cold. Keep them warm. He's
Yeah.
like, no, they'll attack you. Well, let them go when they warm up. They'll be fine.
It's not natural. We all know that. It's
I'm saying, don't put them in the bed with you and sleep with them. Just get a towel and wrap around them and keep them warm.
yeah,
They start wiggling, let them loose.
they'll be fine.
Yeah, poor
It's just
things.
unfortunate, we just got this unnatural weather.
And what suffers are the things around us that can't do for themselves. I seen a video of it snowing where it shouldn't have snowed and got extremely cold. And there was these deer. They had to go out there and chip the ice off of this poor deer. They were frozen solid. Animals of this planet belong here.
Well, when you
Each
got a
one
group
of them-
people that hate everything, and
Yeah. Each one of them serves a purpose, a different purpose. Well, except for flies. They don't have any right to be here. We should just kill them all. They're disgusting.
yeah, they're gross.
And what else is it that doesn't do us any good? Wasp. Bees, now they're okay. They produce our honey. Did you guys
Mosquitoes.
see?
Get rid of
Yeah,
them.
yeah, mosquitoes. That's another one. They can get the hell out of here. Those things need to be doused with something. They're a nuisance.
Yeah, they're
But
a
did
bunch
you
of
guys see the video? God, I was gonna keep it, and I bet I didn't. It is a wasp that has 8 legs. The 2 front ones look like a praying mantis, and the back of it is swirled and has the stinger like a scorpion. What
Oh,
the
wow.
hell is that? And where did that come from? That was
that
not
sounds
naturally made.
like yeah, scientifically experimented and created. And,
Oh, look what we did.
I know.
Oh,
I had a scorpion spider run over my bare foot one night when I was.
ew.
I used to work nights, so I would hang out outside at night when I was off of work, just awake, and it ran over my foot. It was
I
kind of
mean,
creepy.
I'm sorry, but I don't think a scorpion and a spider are having sex and producing those kind. I don't think that's happening. Okay,
Yep.
that's
It was.
no.
It was
Those
a
things-
scorpion-looking spider.
Yeah, no, they eat each other. Okay, that's not something they make normally. You see stuff like that, burn it. If it's in your house, just grab your animals and a couple articles of clothing and leave and burn that bitch down on the way out the door. That's not something natural. That's not supposed to be here. I don't care. It's not.
That sounds nightmarish.
I know, right? Could you see that? Ooh, damn.
Well, your Streamlabs didn't cut off, so they must.
No,
have
it
fixed the
didn't.
bug.
Yay, they fixed the bug. All right, that means I can download this one and put it on Rumble. Woohoo! All right, guys. Well, we are just about out of time. So we will come up with something else that we will get into soon. I know we will because, Chad over there, he's always looking for something to get into. Sometimes he works on 2 or 3 things at a time.
Yes.
I usually say, okay, what's next? Because I know he's been working on something. What is this? Let's see. I noticed your channel has strong political. Oh, you know what? Get off of my channel there, Kick. Yeah, go away. I got my own political views and I'll put it where I want to put it. I'm not, no. It's okay. Oh, they even gave me a phone number. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I better read this again. Yeah, no, that's okay. But anyways, so Chad, any last words?
Well, yeah, I just was going to say bye, everybody. But I'm curious, have you heard of the dark or the cold year in 1816, or I believe it was?
Oh,
There was winter all year long.
Oh
And that-
yeah, I remember
dark-
that.
And they said it was because of a volcano that went off down in the south, but there's no way for its output to be distributed to a northern longitude when it usually goes along the latitude lines.
all right. Well,
Yeah, so we might do
I
something
smell-
there, but for
I
a
smell
whole
another
year.
show. I smell a
Yeah.
show.
Well, we're just talking about the reset stuff, but so
Yeah, 18 what?
16, I believe. Or you type in the cold year. It was
Yeah.
winter everywhere. Lots of people moved over from Europe to America during that time. Russia doesn't claim to have any of that dark year because they were hoping people would come over there, but nobody went.
Yeah.
Because they did have it. It was winter. And it killed all the crops for a couple of years.
Yeah.
It was bad. Bad news bears. But yeah. Not a volcano, I don't believe. So we'll
Right.
get into that maybe one day. Yeah. But
All right,
just,
guys.
yeah. Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you. And we will see you all later.
Bye.
And please be kind to one another. It really does go a long way. Bye, everybody.
You ever wonder what's real and what's just smoke in the wind? Down here in Texas, we've heard the whispers They say a president fell in Dallas and the truth got buried with him. They say men walked on the moon, but some folks swear it was all lights and cameras. There's talk of secret deals in desert towns of flying saucers hiding where the tumbleweeds roll. They say the truth is out there, but out here under these white Texas skies, we know the truth ain't free. It's locked up tight behind steel doors and silver tongues. So saddle up, 'cause tonight we're diving deep. Dust on the highway, neon signs glow, stories in the shadows that nobody knows. From the